Good morning, it's Barbara. Thank you for joining me for coffee. Oh, I should have made a new cup because this is the end of my first cup, but I haven't had my second yet. Sorry for the handheld video today. My tripod is upstairs in my room. I really did a number on my knee. It's almost as bad as it was originally 2 years ago or whenever it was. And I'm very disappointed. Anyway, so I'm not doing the stairs any more than I have to. Although I do have an elevator chair now, so I could go up and down the chair, and I will do that if I need to. But but since my tripod's up there, I figured you guys could stand it. I did a lot of work in my room yesterday. I realized I used up all my space on my shelves and still haven't processed any of my art stuff. So there will be some moving around of stuff for sure. Tiger came yesterday. He was very unhappy, but he had just come from the vet. He hates being in the crate. He hates being in the car. He just went to the vet to get chipped. He was really mad about that. And then he was screaming when Kim brought him up in his crate to the sitting room. So he was not a happy camper, but they sat up with him. And then after dinner, Aura went up all evening. And apparently he was under the couch for most of the time, but he did come out to eat and then scooted back under the couch. So coming out to eat seemed like a good sign. This morning when she went to go into that room to go and sit with him and have a cup of coffee, he tried to get out. So that seemed like a good sign too. We have an order into Chewy for a cat tower for him to scratch on and live in and do whatever cats do with those things, and a very strong gate that will be screwed into the wall that will make it easier for us to get in and out of that area while still keeping the dogs at bay. Our plan still is to block the bottom of the stairs so that the dogs aren't vulturing at that gate right by the door where the cat might want to go in and out. But that will give us more confidence that if they are running around back and forth from their bedroom, that they won't be able to get in. The cat will be able to get out. He just probably won't. We're hoping at least for a while. The plan is to keep him in the sitting room for at least a few days before giving him the run of the little mother-in-law suite that we have made up there. Chewy's very fast in shipping things. I'll be shocked if they don't like show up on Monday. So by the time we're ready to let him roam a little bit, that sturdy gate will be up and all will be well. So meanwhile, I really messed my knee up, so I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing today. I may take myself upstairs and put her around in my room and get things organized. Continue to work on getting things organized, but it's actually doing pretty well. The big work is now the bins in the hallway and in the bedroom, which mostly came from the bookshelf, and processing some of that stuff. The other thing is the house needs to be clean. We are having company on Tuesday. Aura's cousins are coming. They call themselves the Unholy Trinity, and they'll be coming and visiting with her in the sitting room, but you know, still got to clean the bathrooms and vacuum, and you know, we haven't been doing a lot of cleaning lately, let's just say, and so a little attention to the cleaning before Tuesday. So that's all the news is. Oh, and I got stung by a bee. Well, a wasp yesterday. Aura and I sat outside on the deck for a couple of hours. It was absolutely stunningly beautiful, and we were enjoying our time on the deck, and I felt something walking up inside my pants, and I touched my pants, and boom, I got stung by a wasp. That was walking up my leg, or up my pants, about 9 inches up. Anyway, it hurt for a long time, but bee sting, mosquito bite sting hack that I learned in the Amazon is if you put spit on it, it really, really takes away helps take away the pain. No exaggeration. You got a mosquito bite that's driving you crazy? Just touch it with your saliva. And it worked on the bee sting. I know, crazy, right? But it worked. And I'm not feeling it at all today. Oh yeah, Dennis got stung by a fire ant, and that was the advice from our Riverino naturalist. He says, "Oh, just do that," and it works. It works, and it works on wasp stings too. So there you go. Pro tip for those in the southern hemisphere who have bugs that sting that are waking up now. There you go. That's your spring summer present from me. So anyway, I don't really know what we're doing today. We do not have anything urgent now since the cat is here now, and we are just, puttering along and making progress. And I'm going to be babying my knee. I have my ice pack back in the freezer. I've had one session with it, and now it's back in the freezer, and it will be sitting on my knee. I've already taken my ibuprofen. So I'm going to go off and get another cup of coffee and try to figure out the plan and not worry about it too much if no plan actually comes together. But I did do a little crafting last night. I worked on my blanket. Oh, I was going to show you. Let me show you. Hold on. So here's my blanket. And those of you who've been around a while know the story that I started a king-size blanket and worked on it for quite some time, and then thought, I better measure it, and it was about 3 feet too long. Now, I'm a little nervous to take this one upstairs because I think it's probably still a little bit too long. Well, wide, actually. It's probably still a little bit too wide for my taste, but it will work. And, when you're doing something that's king size and it's 3 feet too long, every row is like forever. So I redid it in a smaller size, maybe not small enough, but a smaller size. And here's where I am. And I have been crocheting it off the old blanket. And here is the old blanket. So I am almost finished with my crocheting using my old blanket, and pretty soon we'll start using new minis that I get to pick out of the mini pile. I have been, here's my giant thing, hold on. So as I've been crocheting, I get to the end of the row and need to change, because I'm doing stripes between this natural and then the minis. So every time I come to the end of like the two natural stripes, I still have more natural because what I'm doing is smaller. So I've been making a magic ball of all the yarn that I have been taking off and not using. Well, my magic ball of the colors is much smaller because I used my magic ball as my back for my penguino. So this is all I have left of the colored magic ball, and I will probably use this when I finish with this, so that all the yarn except that what I used in my penguino will be back into the blanket. So that'll be fun to start to be able to pick up some minis, and that'll, I'm looking forward to that. But meanwhile, I did craft last night, so I feel good about that. And yeah, my blanket is coming together. So there you go, kids. That's it for me today. Please take good care of yourselves. Please stay safe and stay sane.